I've been serving as the police chief of Crestwood for the past 9 years. Between managing department operations, leading major investigations, and keeping our city safe, I don't have much time to deal with neighborhood squabbles. So when I moved into Oak Hollow Estates, an HOA-run development, I was hoping for peace and privacy. Unfortunately, I underestimated the power of a clipboard in the wrong hands. It started with a note taped to my garage. You are in violation of HOA Policy 7.3.2. No more than 2 work-related vehicles may be parked at any residence. Your fleet of SUVs must be removed immediately or face towing and daily fines. The fleet in question? 3 unmarked but officially issued department SUVs parked in my driveway, assigned to me and my senior investigators during an ongoing task force operation. We weren't operating out of my home, but it was our temporary staging location during an intense string of early morning raids. All vehicles were clean, quiet, and legally registered. No lights, no sirens, no identifiers beyond the occasional dash cam. I brushed off the note initially, thinking it was a misunderstanding. I emailed the HOA explaining that the SUVs were state property, legally parked, and used in official capacity. I received a single-sentence reply: HOA policies apply regardless of occupation. The next morning, I found bright orange stickers slapped on each windshield reading, "Tow warning, 24 hours notice." That's when I realized this wasn't going away quietly. At the next HOA board meeting, I attended in full dress uniform. I calmly approached the microphone and said, "Good evening, Chief Marcus Dean, Crestwood PD. I understand there's concern about the vehicles at my home. I'd like to clarify their purpose." Karen Whitmore, the HOA president and self-declared enforcer, leaned forward. "Chief Dean, while we respect your service, this neighborhood has standards. We cannot allow every city employee to turn their driveway into a motor pool." I raised an eyebrow. "City employee? Ma'am, those vehicles belong to the state. They're assigned to an interagency task force and are currently involved in multiple active investigations. Tampering, towing, or interfering with them is not only ill-advised, it's a criminal offense under state statute." The room went silent. Karen's face turned pale. "But this is private property. Surely the HOA has jurisdiction over parking aesthetics." "Not when it interferes with law enforcement operations," I replied. "And for the record, I've filed documentation with the city attorney and our department's legal division. If a single tow truck shows up, we'll treat it as attempted interference with an active investigation. And I assure you, we'll pursue charges." One of the board members whispered to Karen. Another slid a copy of the HOA rules toward me. I glanced at it, then back at them. "Your policy limits work vehicles for business use. These are not business vehicles. They are government assets. If there's still confusion, I'd be happy to have our legal department explain it further." A week later, the warning stickers were gone. A formal letter arrived from the HOA apologizing for the misunderstanding and noting a temporary exemption due to public safety needs. Temporary or not, I had made my point. Funny enough, after that, a few board members started asking for neighborhood patrols to deal with speeding. And Karen? She's been unusually quiet, though I noticed her SUV now sports a very compliant parking permit. Lesson of the day: don't threaten to tow law enforcement vehicles, especially when they belong to the police chief.